We're here in Queens, New York, among hundreds of unsuspecting people on the street going about their daily business, maybe never suspecting they could easily become a victim of an abduction. Or worse. Now we're going to see just how many will fall for our social experiment. The team is in position, and I'm hidden away in our black surveillance van with security consultant Kirk Freeman.
She's willing to walk to a different place with him. That's a major red flag.
So she's going to end up at the van.
On the same street, our white van filled with counterfeit purses is open for business, as our undercover salesman Jimmy, who is actually a former New York detective, pitches his product.
How much? How much you want to pay?
I don't know.
$100.
Trying to lure unsuspecting women off the street.
$100. I got more in the van.
He's working hard to entice one of them over to the van. In fact, there are a lot of street-savvy women in Queens who aren't going for it.
Some designer bags.
No,
I got it right there.
it's not real.
I got a whole collection. How much you want for?
But it isn't long before he gets a bite. Kirk and I catch every second of it on the monitor from inside our hiding place, as this woman buys into the ploy, hook, line, and purse.
The Gucci, this Gucci, this one is, we're selling this one for $40.
By this time, she might already be just another sad statistic. Instead, we're going to try and open her eyes to the real danger she could be in at this very moment.
I'm Chris Hansen with Crime Watch Daily. Somebody could have abducted you in this van. The point of it, though, is that
You can be.
To raise
you could
awareness
have become
to
a
women.
victim.
But Jimmy hits the streets again.
I have many other styles. I have all these here. Look, take a look. I got a whole rack, a whole display in there.
And Jimmy is getting so good at it,
Which one you interested in?
right here he puts his arm around her.
I got a better leg. You can climb in there.
With one quick shove, he could have this woman in the van.
Look right here, the Prada.
In a split second, the door could shut, and she'd be gone.
You just exposed yourself to a potential abduction.
Now, please.
She's embarrassed and doesn't want us to show her face, but we're pretty sure she got the point. Eventually, even an unsuspecting husband and wife fall for it.
Now, you're with your husband here, so obviously you've got to protect her.
Yes.
But could you see what kind of danger you could face here?
Yes, I do.
I mean, you're in a safe neighborhood, I get that.
This is my neighborhood. That's exactly why I,
Thought you were in good shape.
Right,
didn't you?
exactly.
And when this woman saw the same couple at the van, she figured, why not?
Because
I
we're
didn't get
controlling.
in there.
But somebody could have grabbed you.
Oh, okay.
The total day's take? Half a dozen women and one husband were overpowered by the promise of a knockoff designer purse. They all thought we were the real deal, or real enough to take the walk to our van.
We walked away, and then my husband said, take a look.
Actually,
maybe
we passed by.
Maybe you
we
really
walked back.
want the bag, So as long as he said it, I walked back.
But there's no real shame in falling for something like this. It could happen to anyone for the first time. Unfortunately, that could be the last time.
You don't know who's selling these counterfeit purses or what their real motivation is.
No, but at the end of the day, it's that they want it. They want it and they're curious. The curiosity is what's going to get them.
And if this kind of thing should ever happen to you, Kirk has a few pointers on how to get out of it.
We're going to utilize a strong stance for a lunge backwards in the event that somebody were to try and grab you and put you into the van.
He shows our team member Angel what to do if she ever finds herself in this life-threatening situation.
Bring your foot up here, okay, which might make it easier for him for a second, but you can, at this point, you can still go ahead and on the count of 3, I'm gonna ask you to lunge back as hard as you can, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so regardless of the man's strength, there's no way that he's gonna be able to combat that.
We want to remind you that this is just one of many scenarios kidnappers could use to lure their unsuspecting victims. In this case, people were lucky. They got a free education in street smarts and didn't pay for it with their lives.